Gender-based violence, GBV, refers to harmful actions directed at individuals based on their gender. It encompasses physical, emotional, and sexual abuse, as well as threats and deprivation. GBV disproportionately affects women and girls, but men can also be victims. It stems from unequal power dynamics, social norms, and cultural beliefs. GBV can occur in various settings, including homes, workplaces, and public spaces. The impacts are profound, affecting not only the victims, but also their families and communities, perpetuating cycles of trauma, inequality, and poverty. Hello, aloha, bonjour, hola, hello, hujambo, marhaba, ni hao, namaste everyone. Welcome to Crime Watch Vault. We explore true crime stories, solved and unsolved, and intriguing mysteries. We respectfully discuss stories already in the public domain. If you're interested, click the subscribe button to join our community. Today's story takes us to Kenya, a vibrant and diverse country located in East Africa. Known for its stunning landscapes, Kenya is home to iconic wildlife like elephants, lions, and rhinos, attracting visitors to its world-famous safaris. Its geography ranges from the beautiful coastal beaches along the Indian Ocean to the majestic Mount Kenya, the second highest peak in Africa. Nairobi, the bustling capital, serves as the political, cultural, and economic hub of the country. Kenya is a melting pot of ethnic groups, with Swahili and English as the official languages. Agriculture, especially tea, coffee, and floriculture, forms the backbone of Kenya's economy, though tourism and technology are also rapidly growing sectors. Despite economic progress, Kenya faces challenges, including political instability and poverty. However, its resilience and spirit make it a standout nation in Africa. Rebecca Cheptegei was a renowned long-distance runner from Uganda, known for her determination and athletic prowess. Born in Kapchorwa, a region famed for producing elite runners, Rebecca grew up in a large, supportive family that nurtured her love for athletics. As a child, she would run along the hilly terrain near her village, where her talent for long-distance running became apparent. Her family encouraged her passion, and she began competing in local races, eventually catching the attention of national coaches. Rebecca's rise in the world of athletics was swift. She competed in marathons across East Africa and earned international recognition for her endurance and speed. Her dedication led her to qualify for the Olympics, where she proudly represented Uganda. Though she didn't secure a medal, her participation in the prestigious global event was a major achievement and inspired many young athletes back home. Off the track, Rebecca was a devoted mother of 2 daughters. Despite the rigorous demands of her training and competitions, she always found time to care for her children, balancing her athletic career with motherhood. Her daughters were her greatest joy, and she worked hard to provide them with a bright future. Rebecca's life was a testament to perseverance, both as a marathon runner and a mother. In early 2020, Rebecca, seeking to enhance her running career and access better training facilities. Uganda, known for producing exceptional long-distance runners, had offered Rebecca a solid foundation, but she needed more advanced resources to reach her full potential. Kenya, particularly the Rift Valley region around Eldoret, is renowned for its world-class athletics programs and has been home to many successful runners. This area's high-altitude environment is ideal for endurance training, offering Rebecca the perfect setting to push her limits and compete at an elite level. Her decision was also influenced by her desire to compete in more international events and improve her chances in major competitions. Kenya's established running community provided her with access to top coaches, advanced training techniques, and a competitive environment. Relocating was a strategic move to further her career while continuing to balance her responsibilities as a mother. Despite the challenges of moving her family, Rebecca was determined to seize this opportunity for growth and advancement in her athletic journey. The tension between Rebecca Cheptegei and her boyfriend, Dixon Ndima, had been mounting in the weeks leading up to the tragic events of September 2024. Though their relationship seemed strong from the outside, those close to Rebecca knew there had been arguments brewing, particularly regarding Dixon's growing insecurity and controlling behavior. Rebecca had been trying to distance herself from him, focusing on her athletic career and her two daughters, aged 9 and 11. On September 3rd, 2024, Rebecca attended her local church service in Eldoret with her two daughters. While Rebecca was at church, Dixon let himself into her house. He waited inside, knowing that Rebecca and the children would return soon. When Rebecca and her daughters returned, they were shocked to find Dixon in the house. Immediately, the atmosphere grew tense. The argument escalated quickly, and as Rebecca tried to shield her daughters from the confrontation, Dixon's rage became uncontrollable. The arguments between Rebecca and Dixon Ndima were intensified by a land dispute. In 2021, Rebecca purchased a piece of land as a future investment for herself and her two daughters. Dixon, already consumed with jealousy over Rebecca's athletic success, believed he was entitled to a share of the land despite not contributing to its purchase. The ongoing conflict over the property highlighted the toxic nature of their relationship, driven by Dixon's jealousy and possessiveness. Amid the chaos, Dixon did the unthinkable. He retrieved a petrol can he had brought with him and, in a horrifying moment, doused Rebecca with it before setting her on fire. Her daughters screamed in terror, desperately trying to stop him, but Dixon's violence was unstoppable. A neighbor later recounted, "I was inside when I heard people shouting, 'Fire! Fire!' When I rushed outside, I saw Rebecca running towards me, completely covered in flames, pleading for help. The 33-year-old Olympic runner's yard is now marked with flowers where she had rolled on the charred ground, trying to extinguish the flames. I scrambled for water and screamed for help," the neighbor added. But the attacker returned, pouring more petrol on her. He too caught fire and fled toward the garden, trying to put it out. "We rushed to help Rebecca," she recalled. The neighbor remains deeply shaken by the incident. "I've never seen anything so horrifying. I couldn't eat for days. Rebecca was such a kind neighbor. Just recently, she shared some of the maize she had harvested with me." Rebecca was rushed to the hospital, but the damage was catastrophic. Doctors later reported that about 80% of her body had been burned. The severity of her injuries left her in a critical condition, fighting for her life. Her once strong athletic frame, which had carried her through countless marathons and grueling races, was now ravaged by flames. Medical professionals did all they could, but the burns were too extensive. The fire had not only ravaged her skin, but also caused severe internal damage, leaving Rebecca in unbearable pain despite being placed in a medically induced coma. The days that followed were filled with hope that Rebecca might recover, but it became clear as time passed that her injuries were too severe. On September 18, 2024, at 4:30 p.m., Rebecca Cheptegei succumbed to her injuries. Her body had endured an unimaginable level of trauma, and despite the best efforts of the medical staff, she could not survive. The fire had taken not only her body, but also her future as a world-class athlete, a mother, and a beloved member of her community. In the wake of Rebecca's unaliving, there were widespread discussions about domestic violence, especially among public figures and athletes. Her story became a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked aggression in relationships. Many called for greater awareness and the establishment of support systems for victims of domestic violence, particularly in the athletic community, where physical and mental strength is often a focus. But emotional and relational struggles can be overlooked. The athletics community, both in Uganda and Kenya, was deeply affected by Rebecca's passing. Many of her fellow runners, coaches, and fans expressed their grief through social media, sharing memories of her kindness, determination, and strength. She had been an inspiration to many young athletes, particularly women, and her loss left a void in the world of long-distance running. As the investigation into Rebecca's passing continued, lessons were learned about the importance of taking domestic violence seriously, even when it occurs behind closed doors. The warning signs in Rebecca's relationship with Dixon had been there, but they were either ignored or not fully understood. It highlighted the need for more proactive intervention in situations where domestic tensions are evident, potentially preventing similar tragedies in the future. Thank you for watching this video. Let's continue the conversation in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. We appreciate your support. Goodbye.